starting with selfie camera. And if you are new to my channel, I do a lot of smartphone camera comparison videos just like this, so you can decide which phone is actually better. So 4K 60 FPS on selfie, but let's have a look at some pictures now. Now I'm going to have a look at stabilization. There is a nice bridge here, just to give you an idea. Now, let me switch to main sensor. I am recording in 4K 30 FPS. Look at that river. Now, there is optical zoom 2.6, and then we've got ×3 on Samsung. And someone pointed out about the telephoto zoom, because when you take pictures it doesn't actually show 2.6, you have to go ×3, which is a bit strange. So this is stabilization, and you've got another optical zoom ×5. Sadly there is no optical zoom here on Honor. Okay, so this is maximum zoom, ×20 on Samsung and ×10 on Honor. Just to give you an idea how far that was. Let me go back on the bike and just explore a little more places. Getting new phone is always exciting, especially with the Valentine's Day coming up. Maybe you'll be getting one of these two devices. But then it comes the tricky part, transferring all the data, photos, messages, WhatsApp, chat, you name it. You don't want to lose it all, do you? That's where Dr.Fone comes in. It works on mobile, tablet and PC, making it super versatile. Plus, it lets you transfer the data seamlessly between iOS and Android. I switch phones all the time, and this app is a game changer. No stress, just smooth transfer. Check out Dr.Fone using the link below, or just search it on Google. You'll thank me later. But let's get back to the video now. Okay, there's one thing that I really need to check. Selfie camera autofocus. Apparently, Honor has autofocus, but some of you suggested me to check it because apparently it doesn't. So I'm gonna do a little test now. I've got two gloves. I'm gonna put one in front of Samsung and one in front of Honor, and we see, is there a focus? I can see Samsung is doing a great job. I'm not sure. Is it actually focusing? Let me know in the comments below, and I'm gonna carry on with review. Right, I'm putting my gloves back on because I'm getting cold. I've got about 7 kilometers to get back home. I am using portrait video mode on selfie camera on Samsung. Unfortunately, this is not available on Honor, which is a bit of a shame. I have just picked a random filter because there are some filters available which I like, but again, it's only 1080p. What's worth mentioning that when you do slow motion, Samsung can record that in ultra wide angle, which was improved, and on top of that there is also 8K available across all the lenses, so that is a really good point. Now, as you can see, I have enabled burst mode, which means that Honor can take pictures very fast. Sadly, there is nothing like this available on Samsung, so when you take pictures of fast moving objects, then Honor is just so much better. This is portrait video mode, and it's great because Samsung can record in 4K. Sadly, we are limited to 1080p on Honor. But let's switch quickly to indoor to compare the quality now. And this is the quality inside the house. Let me know what you think about this one. Still recording in 4K. I am using telephoto lens on Samsung, x2 on Honor. But let's have a look at some portrait photography now. I will be using vibrant, a hardcore filter, and there is no such an option there on Samsung. So let's crack on. As you can see, portrait photography looks very different now because I was using HDR mode, and also I noticed when you take portrait shots you get the best results with hardcore filter. On the top of that you can change aperture. Sorry, where is this now? And if you go 2.8 or 3.2, it's brilliant. When you go lower, it looks very artificial, which I don't like. On the other side, with Samsung, sorry, my hands are so cold. I'm hardly can touch the screen. Okay, you've got, I was using 6, so not the strongest. 7 was the strongest, and then you can go like that. So yeah. So this is the quality when you just get a little bit closer using optical zoom. 2.6 on Honor, 3 on Samsung, but also remember we've got additional telephoto lens. I just tapped it for the focus. Look at the quality here. But let's have a look at some macro shots now. Okay, so this is the dual mode video on both, and I have to say I love that Samsung can record in 4K. We are limited to 1080p on Honor. On the top of that, Samsung can record 4K 120 frames per second, and you got log mode available. On the other side, Honor has some LUT available, which is 4K, which I really like, and you also get quite a few options for long exposure photography. But what do you think? Which phone do you prefer so far? This is Selfie camera, 4K, 30 FPS. I noticed this is probably the best resolution for night, because when I switched to 4K 60 FPS, it was a lot darker. So for night selfie, I think 4K 30 FPS is the best. However, you let me know if actually you are using selfie at night. But let's have a look at some selfies. But let's have a look at the video quality at night. 4K 30 FPS, ultra wide angle. Main sensor. Telephoto lens. Then I've got x10 on Honor. And then we can go x20 on Samsung. But let's take some pictures now. Now it's worth mentioning that when you are taking pictures at night using night modes, you are limited only to ×10 maximum zoom on both. You cannot go any further than that. This is Samsung, you can see, and this is Honor. You have to go off the night mode in order to get further than that. This is the quality in 4K 60 FPS using main camera. You let me know what you think about the quality. I'm just gonna carry on with my little walk. I got a drink with me to keep myself warm, so stick around to see more. If you like long exposure photography, you can see Honor has few options available. Sadly, you cannot find this on Samsung. You will have to go to Pro mode, and then you have to just change the shutter speed, and you know, you can go 30 seconds on that. Of course, you can also do exactly the same thing here on the Pro, and let's have a look what's the maximum. Yeah, it's also 30 seconds. This is portrait video mode available on both of these devices, 4K on Samsung, 1080p on Honor. When I was doing similar comparison with Samsung and I was using OnePlus 13, even though it was also limited to 1080p, loads of people said the quality was actually better on OnePlus. Is this the same situation with Honor? Let me know in the comments below. My conclusion with these two devices: Honor fans will always praise Honor, Samsung will praise Samsung. However, let's be real, if you want better pictures, stick with Honor. For video, I think Samsung is a better choice. Please remember, Honor so far here in the UK costs $799, which is bargain. You get IP69, faster charger and bigger battery. On the other side, you've got S Pen, and that's probably it. Let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.